Hello, and welcome to Bookish English. I am so glad you are here today, because today I am giving you something small, powerful, and free. The exact 20-minute daily speaking routine that turns a shy English learner into a confident speaker, one calm day at a time. Let me ask you something honest. How many times have you said to yourself, I will speak English every day? And how many times has the day passed and you did not speak a single English sentence? If the answer is many times, you are not alone. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You just did not have a plan. Wanting to speak every day is a beautiful wish, but a wish is not a routine. And without a routine, the day always eats the wish. That is the problem we solve today. Here is the truth about English speaking. It is not built by big lessons. It is built by small daily habits. 20 minutes a day, every day is stronger than 3 hours once a week, because your mouth is a muscle, and muscles do not remember one big workout. Muscles remember small, repeated movements. That is why today's routine is only 20 minutes. Short enough to fit inside a busy life, long enough to build real fluency if you do it every day. Let me tell you why most English learners fail. It is not because they are lazy. It is not because they are not smart. It is not because their teacher is bad. Most learners fail because their plan is too big. They say, I will study English for 2 hours every day. For 3 days, they do it. On the 4th day, life gets busy, and they miss the 2 hours. On the 5th day, they feel guilty. On the 6th day, they give up. 2 hours a day is a beautiful dream, but it is a dream that eats itself. 20 minutes a day is different. 20 minutes fits inside a real life. 20 minutes survives a busy day. 20 minutes does not eat itself. That is why we build the whole plan around 20 minutes, not around 2 hours. And there is another truth I want to share with you. English speaking is not learned by studying. English speaking is learned by speaking. This sounds obvious, but almost every learner misses it. They read English. They listen to English. They study English grammar. They memorize English vocabulary. And then they wonder why they cannot speak. The answer is simple. They never practice the actual thing they want to be good at. If you want to swim, you must get in the water. If you want to run, you must run. And if you want to speak English, you must speak out loud every day. Reading does not help your speaking. Listening does not help your speaking. Listening does not help your speaking. Only speaking helps your speaking. That is why every block of today's routine is designed around one thing: your mouth moving in English. Nothing else counts. 20 minutes a day sounds small. Let me show you what it really is. 20 minutes a day is about 10 hours a month. 10 hours a month is 120 hours a year. That is more speaking practice than most learners get in a lifetime. And you will get it every year, starting from today, just by doing what I show you in this video. The routine has 6 blocks. Each block does one specific job. Together they take 20 minutes. And I have made it so that you can start doing this routine in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your car, in your shower tomorrow morning. No teacher needed, no book needed, no classroom needed. Just you, your mouth, and a small, quiet space. Here is the plan of the video. First, I will give you the big picture, the 6 blocks, with their names and their times, so you know the map. Then, I will walk you through every block slowly with the exact things to say out loud. Then, I will give you the 7-day rotation so your routine never becomes boring. And finally, I will share the small tricks that make this routine actually stick even when life is hard. Because the routine only works if you keep doing it, and there are quiet, human reasons why most learners quit. I repeated Nive and Longter's quit will help you not quit. One rule for today. Please, please, say the sentences out loud with me during this video. This is not a video to watch quietly. This is a video to practice with. Every time I say it with me, open your mouth, small voice, big voice, whisper if you must, but out loud. That is the whole difference between watching a video and doing a video. And you deserve the doing. If you are in a place where you cannot speak out loud right now, on a bus, in a shared room, in a library, that is fine. Just move your lips silently, or come back to this video later when you can speak. The words only work when they leave your mouth. Even a whisper counts. Even lip movement counts. But silent thinking does not. This is the small rule that separates learners who progress from learners who stay the same for years. Open your mouth. That is the whole trick. Ready? Get comfortable. Take a breath. And let us look at the full routine. Ready? Let us start with the big picture. The full routine. At a glance. 20 minutes. 6 blocks. Every block has a name, a time, and one clear job. Let me tell you all 6, so you can feel the shape. Block 1, the warm-up, 2 minutes. This is where your mouth wakes up. You stretch it, you say a few easy sentences, and you turn on your English brain, just like an athlete warms up before running, your mouth warms up before speaking. 2 minutes. Small. Important. Block 2. Shadowing. 3 minutes. Here you listen to a real English speaker, and you repeat their sentences out loud right after them. You copy their rhythm, their music, their sound. This is where your pronunciation quietly improves without any grammar lesson. Block 3. Self-talk. 4 minutes. This is where you talk about your own life alone, in English, out loud, your morning, your plans, your feelings, your worries, because when English is close to your life, English grows. Block 4. Question and answer. 4 minutes. You ask yourself questions out loud, and you answer them out loud. Because real conversation is questions and answers. And if you never practice both sides, you freeze the moment a real person asks you something in English. Block 5. Story practice. 5 minutes. Here, you tell a small story out loud. Something that happened yesterday. Something you saw. Something your friend told you. Because storytelling is the top level of daily English, and every fluent speaker is a small storyteller. Block 6. The cool down. 2 minutes. You end with calm sentences. You praise your work. You breathe, you say goodbye to the routine, kindly, because how you end matters. If you end matters. If you end, well, you come back tomorrow. If you end tired and angry, you skip tomorrow. Cool down keeps the habit alive. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2. That is 20. Exactly 20. Not 1 minute more. not 1 minute less. Small, honest, powerful. You may notice something interesting about this shape. It starts small, 2 minutes. It grows in the middle, 3, 4, 4, 5, and it ends small, 2 minutes again. Just like a good run, you warm up gently. You work hard in the middle. You cool down softly. Your English mouth is a muscle, and every muscle in the world grows best with this same shape. Warm up, push, cool down. So if you ever feel like changing the routine, keep this shape. It is not just my opinion, it is how the human body was built to train. And one more small thing. You may wonder, why not do more speaking blocks? Why only 6? The answer is honest. Because 6 is the maximum your brain can focus on before it gets tired. Add a 7th block, and the routine becomes too heavy. You will start skipping it. 6 is the sweet spot, small enough to always do, complete enough to change everything. Trust the shape. Do not add. Do not remove. Just do the 6 every day and let the small daily work carry you forward. Now let me walk you through every block, one by one. And by the end of this video, you will not just know the routine, you will have practiced it with me, right here together. Block 1. The 2-minute warm-up. The warm-up has one job, to move your mouth from silent, or from your own language, into English. If you skip the warm-up and jump straight into hard speaking, your English will feel stiff, slow, uncomfortable. But if you warm up for 2 minutes, everything after feels easier. Here is what to say. Every day, when you start your routine, say these 7 sentences out loud slowly. These same 7 sentences every single day. Sentence 1. Good morning. It is a new day. Say it with me. Good morning. It is a new day. Say it with me. Good morning. It is a new day. Sentence 2. Today, I am practicing English. Say it. Today, I am practicing English. Sentence 3. I speak a little English, and every day, I speak a little more. Say it. I speak a little English, and every day, I speak a little more. Sentence 4. My mouth is my friend. My voice is my friend. Say it, my mouth is my friend. Say it, my mouth is my friend. Sentence 5. I am not afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are how I grow. Say it. I am not afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are how I grow. Sentence 6. For the next 20 minutes, I will speak English out loud without stopping. Say it. For the next 20 minutes, I will speak English out loud without stopping. Sentence 7. I can do this. Say it 3 times, loud and warm. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Same 7 sentences every day for the rest of your life if you want. Never change them, because the point of the warm-up is not new content. The point is the same content, repeated, so your mouth relaxes into English before the harder work begins. If you say all 7 sentences at a calm, slow speed, it takes about 2 minutes. Some days you will fly through them in 90 seconds. Some days when you feel shy, they will take 3 minutes. That is fine. 2 minutes is the guide, not the prison. Now, small tips for the warm-up. First, look up while you say them. Do not look at your feet. Do not look at your phone. Look up or look forward, or look into a mirror. confident bodies produce confident voices. Second, use warmth in your voice. These are your sentences. They belong to you. Say them like you mean them, not like you are reading a paper. Third, if you feel silly saying them, that is completely normal. Every learner feels silly the first 3 or 4 days. By day 5, they will feel like an old friend. By day 30, you will miss them if you skip them. Let us practice the warm-up together, right now. One more time, at real speed. Because reading about a warm-up and doing a warm-up are two different things. Ready? Take a breath, sit up, and speak with me. Good morning. It is a new day. Today I am practicing English. I speak a little English, and every day I speak a little more. My mouth is my friend. My voice is my friend. I am not afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are how I grow. For the next 20 minutes, I will speak English out loud without stopping. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Beautiful. If you spoke with me, you just did the warm-up. That is it. Simple, real, done. And tomorrow, when you do the routine on your own, you will say the same 7 sentences in the same order at the same slow speed. And on day 30, the sentences will feel so natural, they will come out of your mouth before you even think about them. That is the magic of daily repetition. Small at first, powerful over time. One more thing about the warm-up. If you like, you can add one small physical thing at the beginning. Take 3 slow, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, slow, calm, because your voice comes from your breath. If your breath is short and shallow, your English will sound tight and scared. If your breath is slow and deep, your English will sound calm and full. 3 deep breaths, then the 7 sentences. 2 minutes, a whole warm-up. Ready for the harder work, block 2. The 3-minute shadowing, now that your mouth is warm. We go to the most powerful English exercise in the world, shadowing. 3 minutes every day. Just 3 minutes, but 3 minutes of shadowing every day does what 1 hour of grammar study cannot. What is shadowing? Shadowing means you listen to a real English speaker and you say the same words out loud at the same time or immediately after. You copy their sound, their music, their speed, their feeling. You are a shadow of their voice. That is why we call it shadowing. Here is why it works. When you shadow, 3 parts of your English brain wake up at the same time. Your ears, because you must listen carefully. Your brain, because you must notice the pattern. Your mouth, because you must produce the sound. 3 things, 1 exercise, 3 minutes a day. This is why shadowing beats every other technique for speaking practice. Now, how to do it, step by step. Step 1. Choose a video. Any easy English video at a slow or normal speed. It can be one of my videos. It can be a beginner English podcast. It can be a slow news video for learners. What matters is that you can understand most of it. If it is too hard, you cannot copy. Find something at your level, or just a little above. Step 2. Play a few seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, then pause. Repeat exactly what the speaker said, out loud, before you start the video again. Step 3. Do not translate. Do not think. Just copy the sound. Even if you do not understand every word, Copy the melody, copy the pauses, copy the rhythm. Step 4. Do this for 3 minutes. Not more, not less. 3 minutes is the perfect amount for a daily habit. More than 3 minutes is exhausting, and you will start skipping days. Less than 3 minutes is not enough for your mouth to learn. 3 minutes every day is the sweet spot. Let me give you a small demonstration. Imagine you hear this sentence from a video. I usually wake up at 7 in the morning, and I have a cup of tea before I do anything else. That is a real English sentence at normal speed. Now you pause the video and you repeat out loud. I usually wake up at 7 in the morning, and I have a cup of tea before I do anything else. Try to sound exactly like the speaker, not close, not almost. Exactly. That is shadowing. Now, 3 small tips to make shadowing work every day. Tip 1. Choose short pieces, not long ones. 10 to 20 seconds at a time is perfect. If you try to repeat 1 whole minute, you will forget everything, and you will feel bad. Small pieces are the secret. Tip 2. Do not worry about meaning at first. Meaning comes later. Sound comes first. Beginners often stop shadowing to look up a word. Do not do that during your 3 minutes. Save that for later. During shadowing, only your mouth is working, nothing else. Tip 3. Record yourself sometimes. Not every day, but once a week on a Sunday. Record 30 seconds of yourself shadowing. Then listen. You will hear how close you sound to the speaker, or how far. That gap is where your practice this week must go. Recording is a mirror for your voice. Use it kindly, not harshly. 3 minutes of shadowing every day. This block alone will change your pronunciation more than any pronunciation course you ever buy, and it costs nothing. Let us do a small guided shadowing practice together right now, so you know the feeling. I will say a sentence. You pause, you repeat, out loud, exactly as I said it. Do not translate, do not analyze, just copy the sound. Ready? First sentence. I usually wake up at 7 in the morning. Now you. I usually wake up at 7 in the morning. Good. Try to match my speed. Second sentence. I have a cup of tea before I do anything else. Now you. I have a cup of tea before I do anything else. Feel your mouth working. Third sentence. After that, I check my phone for a few minutes. Now you. After that, I check my phone for a few minutes. Notice how after that flows together, almost like one word. That is real English rhythm. Fourth sentence. Then I get dressed and go to work. Now you. Then I get dressed and go to work. Beautiful. Fifth sentence. I usually take the bus, and it takes about 20 minutes. Now you. I usually take the bus, and it takes about 20 minutes. Feel the small pause after the comma. That is where fluent speakers breathe. That was 30 seconds of shadowing. Multiply it by 6, and you have your daily 3 minutes. This is the whole block. Small, focused, powerful. Do it every day, and in 1 month, your English mouth will start to sound like the speaker you are copying. Not exactly like them. You will keep your own voice, and that is beautiful. But the rhythm, the flow, the music, those will start to move toward native English. Slowly, quietly, without you even noticing. until one day somebody says, "Wow, your English sounds so natural." And you will remember these 3 minutes. Block 3, the 4-minute self-talk. Now your mouth is warm, and it has copied a real speaker. Time for the biggest block, self-talk. 4 minutes of speaking English about your own life, out loud, alone. Why self-talk? Because when you speak about your own life, the words come from a real place. You are not repeating from a book. You are not answering a fake question. You are telling the truth of your day in English. And truth is the fastest way to fluency. Here is how you do self-talk. Every day, choose one small topic from your real life and speak about it out loud for 4 minutes. Topic examples. What did I do yesterday? What am I doing today? How am I feeling? What did I eat? Who did I meet? What is my plan for tomorrow? What am I worried about? What am I happy about? These are all self-talk topics. Now, 4 minutes is a long time to speak alone. Let me give you a small structure so your mouth does not go silent. Structure. Beginning, middle, end. Even inside a 4-minute talk, use this shape. The beginning. Say what you are going to talk about. Today, I want to talk about my morning. Or, today, I want to think about my week. The middle. Give 3 or 4 details. This morning, I woke up at 7. It was a cold morning, and I did not want to leave my bed. But I got up, and I made a cup of hot tea. Then I sat by the window and watched the sky for a few minutes. The end, say how you feel about it. It was a peaceful morning. I love quiet mornings. They make my whole day better. Beginning, middle, end, 3 parts. 4 minutes. Real English from your real life. Now the tips for self-talk. Tip 1. When you get stuck, do not stop. Use a filler, so, or well, or and, then, or let me think. These small phrases are the bridges over the silent moments. Every fluent speaker uses them. Beginners fear them, but they are your friends. Tip 2. Do not repeat yourself in a loop. If you find yourself saying the same sentence 3 times, gently move to another detail. Another thing about my morning was that small phrase moves you forward. Tip 3. When you make a mistake, do not stop to fix it. Keep going. If you notice a wrong word, just note it silently and continue. You can look it up after the routine if you want. During self-talk, the priority is flow, not perfection. Tip 4. If 4 minutes feels long, use a small helper. Imagine you are talking to a good friend who lives in another country and does not know your day. You are catching up with them. That small imagined friend keeps your mouth flowing because you are not talking into empty air. You are sharing 4 minutes of self-talk every day. This is the block that turns silent learners into people who can actually speak. Because after 30 days of self-talk, your mouth learns that speaking English is normal, not scary. Normal. Let me give you a live example so you hear what 4 minutes of self-talk sounds like. I will speak, and you listen. Notice how simple the sentences are. Notice how I use fillers when I pause. Notice how I follow beginning, middle, and end. Okay, today I want to talk about my morning. My morning was, well, kind of ordinary. I woke up at 6:30. It was still a little dark outside. I got out of bed, and the floor was cold under my feet. So I put on my slippers, and I walked slowly to the kitchen. I made a cup of tea. While the water was heating, I opened the window a little and I looked outside. There was a bird sitting on the tree, just one small brown bird. It was singing quietly. I do not know why, but I stood there and watched it for maybe 2 minutes. And then the water was ready, so I made my tea. And I sat at the table. I did not check my phone. I just sat with my tea and my thoughts. It was a very small, very quiet morning, and I felt calm. That is all. That is my morning. Nothing big, just a small, peaceful, ordinary morning that I am, actually, kind of grateful for. That was about 90 seconds. Multiply it by 2 or 3, and you have 4 minutes. Notice a few things about what I did. I started with a clear opening. Today I want to talk about my morning. That helps my mouth start. I use details, the cold floor, the slippers, the bird. Details are what make English come alive, and details are what fill 4 minutes without repeating yourself. I used fillers. Well, kind of. Actually, I do not know why. These small words gave my brain time to think. They are not weakness. They are fluency. I ended with a feeling. I felt calm. I am grateful. Feelings are the natural end of a self-talk moment. Facts start the story. Feelings finish it. Now, one small warning about self-talk. In the first week, 4 minutes will feel long. You will run out of things to say after 2 minutes. This is normal. What do you do? Repeat what you said, but with more detail. Add small facts. Add small feelings. Add small memories. Actually, this reminds me of that small phrase opens a whole new memory to talk about. Every day your 4 minutes will get easier. By day 15, you will run out of time before you run out of ideas. That is the sign your English is truly growing. Block 4, the 4-minute question and answer. Now, real conversation is not one person speaking. Real conversation is 2 people asking and answering. And if you only practice speaking alone, your English will be strong on the answer side, but weak on the question side, and weak on the waiting for the question side. So today we practice both. For 4 minutes you play both roles, the asker and the answerer. Yes, alone, out loud. It sounds strange the first time, but it is the most powerful conversation practice a beginner can do. Here is how you do it. I will give you 10 sample questions and answers. During your routine, you can use these or make up new ones. Every day, pick 5 or 6 questions. Ask them out loud. Then answer them out loud. Same voice, both sides, 4 minutes. Question 1. How are you today? Answer 1. I am good, thank you. Today, I am a little tired, but I am happy. And you? Question 2. What did you do yesterday? Answer 2. Yesterday I worked all day. In the evening, I was tired, so I stayed home and watched a movie. Question 3. What are you going to do this weekend? Answer 3. This weekend, I am going to visit my parents. I will probably help my father with the garden and eat my mother's food. Question 4. What is your favorite food and why? Answer 4. My favorite food is pasta. I love it because it is simple, warm, and it reminds me of my grandmother. Question 5. Do you like your job or your studies? Answer 5. Yes, mostly. Some days are hard, but I like the people I work with, and I feel like I am growing. Question 6. What is one thing you want to learn this year? Answer 6. This year, I want to speak English fluently. That is why I am doing this routine every day. Question 7. What makes you happy? Answer 7. My family makes me happy. A good cup of coffee makes me happy. Small things, mostly. Question 8. What is difficult in your life right now? Answer 8. Right now, I am very busy at work. Sometimes I feel tired, but I know it will pass. Question 9. What is one dream you have? Answer 9. One dream I have is to travel to Italy one day and to speak English there with people from many countries. Question 10. What are you thankful for today? Answer 10. Today, I am thankful for my health. I am thankful for my family. I am thankful for this small, quiet moment. Right now, in English. Now, do you feel how that works? You just watched a real English conversation, both sides, spoken calmly and slowly, all about a normal life. In your 4 minutes of daily practice, do the same. 5 or 6 questions, both sides out loud. Tips for question and answer. Tip 1. Do not use the same questions every day. Rotate. Some days use these 10. Some days make up your own. Some days use questions a friend would ask you. Variety keeps your mouth flexible. Tip 2. Practice the small, polite phrases at the start of the answer. That is a good question. Let me think. Well, honestly, for me personally, these small phrases give you time to think, and they sound very natural. Every fluent English speaker uses them. Tip 3. Answer in 2 or 3 sentences, not one. Beginners often answer with only yes or no. That is dead conversation. Real conversation gives details. Practice giving details every time. Yes, and then yes, but also no. Because, tip 4, sometimes ask a question back. Real conversation goes both ways. If somebody asks how you are, you say fine, and then you ask how they are. Practice this loop. It is small, but it is one of the most important habits of an English speaker. 4 minutes of question and answer every day. This block trains you for the real world, for interviews, for meetings, for new friends, for the moment somebody looks at you and asks, "So tell me about yourself." You will be ready. Let me give you 10 more questions, so you have plenty to rotate through in your first 2 weeks. Write them down somewhere, or save this video to come back to. 10 more. Out loud with me. Question 11. What is one thing you did well this week? Say it. Now think of your own answer. Speak it out loud in 2 sentences. Question 12. What is one thing that made you laugh recently? Say the question, then answer out loud. Question 13. If you had a free Saturday tomorrow, how would you spend it? Say it. Answer it. 2 sentences at least. Question 14. What kind of weather do you love the most and why? Say it. Answer it. Question 15. Who is one person in your life you feel grateful for? Say it. Answer it warmly. Question 16. What is one thing about your country that you are proud of? Say it, answer it. Question 17. What is one small habit you want to build this year? Say it, answer it. Question 18. What is one thing you would tell yourself from 10 years ago? Say it, answer it. Gently. Question 19. If you could travel to any city in the world tomorrow, where would you go? Say it, answer it. Question 20. What is one small joy in your daily life that you sometimes forget to notice? Say it, answer it, softly. 20 questions total in these two lists. If you use 2 questions a day, that is 10 days of Q and A material before you even repeat one. And by then, you will have new answers because your life will be different and your English will be stronger. One more small tip for Q&A. Try sometimes to ask a follow-up to your own answer. Yes, I love winter mornings. And you know what I love the most about winter? The quiet. That small extra question makes your English sound layered, not flat. Fluent speakers ask follow-ups all the time, to others and to themselves. Practice this small skill, and your English will start to feel like a real, warm conversation, even when you are alone. Block 5. The 5-minute story practice. Now we come to the biggest block and the most fun. 5 minutes of storytelling. Do not be afraid of the word story. A story is not a long book. A story is any small thing that happened, told out loud. What happened at the shop yesterday? What your friend said on the phone? What you saw on the way to work? Every small moment in your day is a story if you tell it. Why storytelling? Because storytelling is where all the smaller pieces come together. Vocabulary, grammar, feeling, timing, voice, everything. When you can tell a small story in English, out loud you are truly speaking English, not repeating sentences. Speaking. Here is the structure for a 5-minute story. Same shape as self-talk, but with more detail and more voice. Part 1. The setup. Where and when did this happen? Yesterday, I was at the market. It was around 5 in the afternoon, and it was very busy. Part 2. The people. Who was there? I was looking at some vegetables. There was an old woman next to me. She was small and quiet, and she had a big smile. Part 3. The moment. What happened? I could not decide which tomatoes to buy. She looked at me and she said softly, "Take the small red ones. They are sweeter." I laughed and thanked her. Part 4. The end. What did you feel or think? It was such a small moment, but I felt so happy. A stranger, in the middle of a busy market, took 2 seconds to help me. That kindness stayed with me the whole evening. 4 small parts. Setup, people, moment, end. Say them out loud. That is the shape of every good story. And it works in English, in every language, in every country. Now, tips for story practice. Tip 1. Use your voice to make the story alive. If somebody in the story is loud, be loud. If somebody is soft, be soft. If you were surprised, sound surprised. Language is not only words, it is feeling. Small changes in your voice make your English come alive. Tip 2. Use past tense, because stories are about things that already happened. This is your daily chance to practice past tense verbs. Went, saw, said, ate, did, came, bought, every day, 5 minutes of past tense. In 1 month, your past tense will be strong without any grammar drills. Tip 3. Include 1 or 2 lines of what people said. This is called direct speech. She saw the Seben, said take the small red ones. Notice how alive that is. Beginners often skip the exact words people said and only give a summary. But real storytellers include the exact words when they can. It brings the story into the room. Tip 4. When you are running out of story, do not force new details. End the story with a feeling. That was the moment I remembered why I love this city. Or, I do not know why, but I keep thinking about that small moment. Endings with feelings are much stronger than endings with facts. Tip 5. If you cannot think of a real story today, tell a memory. Something from last year. Something from your childhood. Something you saw in a video. Any small thing. The point is not the story itself. The point is your mouth speaking English. In past tense with feeling. For 5 minutes, 5 minutes of storytelling every day. This is the block that separates good speakers from great ones, because anybody can memorize sentences. Only real speakers can tell a story. Let me tell you a small story, out loud, so you hear the shape. Listen carefully. Notice where I use past tense. Notice where I slow down. Notice where I use my voice. Okay, I want to tell you a small story. Last week I was on the bus going home from work. It was late, maybe 8 in the evening. The bus was almost empty. There was only one other passenger, an old man sitting near the front, wearing a big gray coat. He looked tired. I sat in the back and I put on my headphones. I was listening to a podcast and I was honestly half asleep. Then, after a few minutes, I noticed something. The old man was singing, very quietly, almost to himself. It was an old song, in some language I did not know. His voice was small and shaky, but very warm. He was looking out the window while he sang, not at anybody, just at the dark street outside. I took off my headphones. I did not want the Siddid podcast anymore. I wanted to hear him. He sang the whole way, for maybe 15 minutes. Then, when the bus reached his stop, he stood up and he walked to the door. Before he got off, he turned around. He looked at me. He smiled softly, and he said, in English, "Have a good night, young man." Then he was gone. I do not know why, but I sat there for a moment after he left, just thinking. Something about that small moment stayed with me. It is a strange thing how a stranger, singing on a bus, can suddenly make the whole day feel more human. That was my small story. That was about 2 minutes. Multiply it by 2 or 3, and you have your 5 minutes. Notice how simple the sentences were. Notice the past tense verbs. Was sat, put, noticed, sang, took off, wanted, said, smiled, walked. Notice the small feeling at the end. How a stranger can suddenly make the whole day feel more human. That is the shape of a good English story. And the good news is, this shape works for any story, from any moment of your life. If you cannot think of a story today, use one of these 3 prompts. 1. Tell about the last time somebody helped you. 2. Tell about the last time you felt surprised. 3. Tell about a small moment from your childhood you remember well. These 3 prompts alone can fuel a whole month of story blocks. Rotate them, repeat them, add new details every time. Your English grows in each retelling. One more secret: when you tell a story, use exact numbers when you can. 8 in the evening, 15 minutes. 2 other people. Numbers make stories feel real. Beginners often say a long time or many people. Fluent speakers say about 20 minutes and maybe 5 people. Small change, huge effect. Try to add one exact number to every story you tell this week. Block 6. The 2-minute cool down. You made it through the hard work. Now the cool down. 2 minutes. Small, quiet, kind. The cool down has 2 jobs. First, to bring your mouth gently back to rest. Second, to end your routine on a warm feeling, so you come back tomorrow. Here is what to say. Same as the warm-up, 7 sentences every day. Say them out loud, calmly, without hurrying. Sentence 1. I just spoke English for 20 minutes. Say it. I just spoke English for 20 minutes. Sentence 2. That is a big thing, and I am proud. Say it. That is a big thing, and I am proud. Sentence 3. My English is a little stronger today than yesterday. Say it. My English is a little stronger today than yesterday. Sentence 4. Tomorrow I will come back, and I will do this again. Say it. Tomorrow I will come back, and I will do this again. Sentence 5. I am not perfect, and I do not need to be. Say it. I am not perfect, and I do not need to be. Sentence 6. Thank you, my mouth, for working hard today. Say it. Thank you, my mouth, for working hard today. Yes, thank your own mouth. It is not silly. Your mouth is your English tool. Sentence 7. I speak English. Say it 3 times. Softly, warmly. I speak English. Say it 3 times. Softly, warmly. I speak English. Say it. Speak English. That is your cool down. 2 minutes. Peaceful, kind. Every day, the same 7 sentences. The same warm ending. Now, small tips for the cool down. Tip 1. Do not skip it. Beginners often skip the cool down because the hard work is done. But the cool down is where the routine becomes a real habit. Because when you end well, your brain says, that felt good. I want to come back. When you end tired and rushed, your brain says, that was hard. Maybe skip tomorrow. Small ending, big effect. Tip 2. Smile while you say the cool down sentences. Even if your day was hard. Even if the routine felt difficult today. Smile softly. Your smile changes your voice, and your voice changes your feeling. Try it now. Say, speak English, once with a flat face, and once with a small smile. Feel the difference. That difference is why we smile at the end. Tip 3. If you want, you can add a small stretch. Roll your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Look out the window for 10 seconds. Bring your body back from focus to rest. This makes the routine feel like a small, complete moment, not a task to escape from. Let us do the cool down together, right now, at real speed. Because reading about a cool down and doing one are different. Take a small breath. Sit up and say with me, calmly, warmly, I just spoke English for 20 minutes. That is a big thing, and I am proud. My English is a little stronger today than yesterday. Tomorrow, I will come back, and I will do this again. I am not perfect, and I do not need to be. Thank you, my mouth, for working hard today. I speak English. I speak English. I speak English. Beautiful. Feel the softness at the end. That is what a cool down should feel like. Not a loud finish. A quiet, warm arrival. Like putting a small blanket over your practice so it can rest until tomorrow. Now, one more small thought about the cool down. If you have 5 extra seconds at the end, close your eyes for a moment and just sit. No sentences, just quiet. That silence is where your brain processes everything you just did. It is a small, beautiful gift you give yourself. 20 minutes of hard work and then 5 silent seconds of well done. That is a complete daily practice. That is a real habit. That is a life-changing routine, done in 20 peaceful minutes. That is the whole routine. 6 blocks, 20 minutes, every day. Let me say the whole shape one more time, so it lives in your mind. 2 minutes warm-up, 3 minutes shadowing, 4 minutes self-talk, 4 minutes question and answer, 5 minutes story, 2 minutes cool down, 20 minutes total. Small enough for a busy adult, big enough to change your English, structured enough to always know what to do, free enough to fit your own life. This is the routine. This is the whole plan. But there is one more thing you need, or the routine will get boring and you will stop. That thing is variety. The blocks stay the same, but the content inside them rotates, because same routine plus different content equals long-term interest. Same routine plus same content equals boredom by day 15, and bored learners quit, no matter how good the plan was. So we build variety on top of structure. Structure gives you comfort. Variety gives you interest. Both together give you a routine that survives a whole year. Let me give you the 7-day rotation now, and you will see how it works. The 7-day rotation. Same 6 blocks every day, but different topics inside the blocks. That is how you avoid boredom and how your English grows in different directions. Day 1, Monday. Theme, my life right now. Self-talk about your current week. What are you busy with? What is on your mind? Q&A about your job or studies. Story about something that happened this week. Even a small thing, like a moment at lunch or a message from a friend. Monday is the here and now day. Day 2, Tuesday. Theme, my past. Self-talk about a memory from last year, or 5 years ago, or your childhood. Q&A about your childhood. Where did you grow up? What did you love as a child? What food did your mother cook? Story from your school days or from a favorite trip, or from a wedding, or from any moment that still lives in your memory. Tuesday is the remember day. Past tense practice every week. Day 3. Wednesday. Theme, my future. Self-talk about your plans for this year, this month, this week, tomorrow. Q&A about your dreams. What do you want to do next year? Where do you want to travel? Who do you want to become? Story about the future. Imagine yourself in 5 years, sitting in a cafe somewhere, and tell that story out loud. Future tense practice, dreams practice, dreams practice. Wednesday is the look forward day. Day 4. Thursday. Theme: the people I love. Self-talk about your family, one person at a time. Q&A about your best friend. What do you love about them? How did you meet? Story about a moment with someone you love. A small moment, not a big event. Small moments hold more feeling than big ones. Thursday is the love day. Day 5. Friday. Theme: small pleasures. Self-talk about food, drinks, warm blankets, quiet mornings, songs you love. Q&A about your favorite things, favorite meal, favorite drink, favorite room, favorite time of day. Story about a beautiful, simple moment from this week. A cup of tea you enjoyed, a sunset you saw, a song that made you smile. Friday is the gratitude day. Day 6. Saturday. Theme: the world around me. Self-talk about your city, your neighborhood, your street. What does it look like? What do you love about it? What do you not love about it? What do you not love about it? Q&A about places you have visited or places you want to visit. Story about something you noticed in the world this week. A small thing on the street, a beautiful shop window, an old building. Saturday is the observation day. Day 7. Sunday. Theme: reflection. Self-talk about the whole week. What went well? What was hard? What you learned? What you are proud of? Q&A about your English progress. How is it going? What is easier now? What is still difficult? Story about one moment from this week that you will remember for a long time. Sunday is the quiet review day, and it prepares your mind for a fresh Monday. 7 themes, 7 days, 1 full week, and then, on Monday again, you start fresh with a new week of thoughts, memories, and small daily moments to speak about. In 1 week, you will speak about your life, your past, your future, your people, your pleasures, your world, and your reflections. That is a full picture of a real human life, all inside your daily English routine. If you follow this rotation, boredom cannot catch you, because every day has a different flavor, and your English will grow in 7 directions at the same time, not just one. Now, one honest problem: you are going to want to skip days. Sometimes life will be too busy. Sometimes you will be tired. Sometimes you will just not feel like it. This is normal. This is human. But every learner who skips too many days quits the whole journey. So we need real, kind tools to stop that. How to actually stick with this. Let me give you 7 small tricks. These are not motivation quotes. These are practical tools that work in the real world, on real days, for real learners. Trick 1. Do the routine at the same time, every day. Not sometime in the morning, an exact time. 7 in the morning, or 9 at night, or right after your evening tea. Your brain is much kinder to habits that live at a fixed time. When the time comes, your brain says, "Okay, it is that time, start." No decision needed. Decisions are what kill routines. Fixed times protect them. Trick 2. Never skip 2 days in a row. One day, life happens. That is fine. Miss 1 day, but never miss 2 in a row, because 2 missed days become 3. 3 become 5. 5 become a whole month. And a whole month becomes I gave up. 1 missed day is a break. 2 missed days is a quit. Draw that line in your head. 1 day, yes. 2 days, never. Trick 3. Have a 5-minute emergency version. Some days you truly cannot do 20 minutes. Sick day, travel day, family emergency day. On those days, do a 5-minute mini routine. 1 minute warm-up. 1 minute shadowing. 2 minute self-talk. 1 minute cool down. Small, broken, but still real. Because 5 minutes on a hard day is much stronger than 0 minutes on a hard day. 0 breaks the habit. 5 keeps it alive. Trick 4. Track your streak. Get a simple paper calendar and put a small mark for every day you did the routine, even a small dot. Watching the marks grow is one of the most motivating things a human brain can see. Some days you will do the routine only because you do not want to break the chain of marks on your calendar. That is a beautiful reason. Use it. Trick 5. Do the routine somewhere private, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your car, in your bathroom, wherever you can speak out loud without feeling watched, because feeling watched kills your voice. Feeling private frees it. Make a small space in your home where daily English lives. Same corner, same chair, same window view. Your brain will start to associate that place with speaking, and the habit will stick faster. Trick 6. Reward yourself small and quickly. After 30 days of the routine, do something small for yourself. Buy a small thing you want. Watch a movie you love. Cook a special meal. Celebrate your own quiet work. Because if nobody celebrates you, you will start to feel invisible in this journey. So celebrate yourself. Small, quick, honest rewards. Trick 7. Forgive yourself always. If you miss a day, do not punish yourself. Do not say I failed. Just say yesterday was a break. Today, I am back. That kind sentence, said calmly, is the difference between a person who keeps going for a year and a person who quits after 2 weeks. Guilt kills habits. Kindness protects them. Be kind to yourself every single day. 7 small tricks, not exciting, but real. If you use even 3 of them, you will finish 30 days, then 60, then 100, then a whole year, and a whole year of daily English speaking will make you a different person. Let me add 3 more because I want you to succeed. Trick 8. Pair the routine with something you already do every day. This is called habit stacking, and it is the strongest way to build a new habit. Do the routine right after your morning coffee, or right after you brush your teeth at night, or right after you feed the dog, or right after you come home from work. Attach it to something that already exists in your day, because your existing habit becomes the trigger for the new habit. You do not need willpower. You just follow the coffee, or the toothbrush, or the dog. That is a beautiful free system, and it works. Trick 9. Do the routine on your worst day. This sounds strange, but hear me out. When you are tired, sad, angry, sick, that is when the routine matters most. Because if you can do it on the hard days, the easy days become automatic. Every time you speak English on a bad day, you send a small message to your brain. We do this no matter what. That message is the foundation of a lifelong habit. So do not skip the routine when life is difficult. Do a small version, but do it. Your future self will thank you. Trick 10. Tell one person about your routine. Not everybody. One person. A family member. A friend, a coworker. Say to them, I am doing a 20-minute English routine every day for the next month. Can you ask me about it once a week? That small accountability from one person who knows about your work makes it much harder to quit, because now there is somebody who might ask, how is it going? You do not want to say, I gave up on day 9. You want to say, I am on day 25. Choose your one person carefully. Make sure they are supportive, not critical, and let them be a small witness to your quiet, brave work. 10 tricks total. Habit stacking. Never skip 2 days. 5-minute emergency version. A calendar streak. A private space. Small rewards. Kind forgiveness. Same time every day. Show up on hard days. Tell one person. Use any 3, and this routine will survive the busy, complicated, unpredictable shape of a real human life, which is all it needs to survive, to change you forever. Final message. We are near the end of this video, and I want to talk to you honestly. One last time. Fluent English is not built in videos like this one. Fluent English is built in the 20 minutes after this video, and the 20 minutes tomorrow, and the 20 minutes tomorrow, and the 20 minutes today after. Watching me talk about the routine will not change your English. Doing the routine will. And you are the only person on earth who can do it for you. Here's what I want you to do. Right now, before you close this video, take out your phone. Set an alarm. Choose a time, any time, when you will do this routine tomorrow. 7 in the morning, 6 in the evening, 9 at night, any time you can protect for 20 minutes. Set the alarm and label it. Speak English. That small act right now is the first step. When the alarm goes off tomorrow, do the routine, even a small version, even a shaky version. Just do it. And then again the day after, and again, and again, and again. If you do this every day for 1 month, you will feel different. If you do this for 3 months, other people will start noticing that your English is changing. If you do this for 1 year, you will not be the same English speaker you are today. Not by luck, not by magic, by small daily work, by showing up, by speaking every day, out loud, no matter what. Let me tell you what changes after 1 month, so you know what to expect. In the first week, everything feels new and a little strange. The 7 warm-up sentences feel silly. Shadowing feels awkward. Self-talk feels forced. That is completely normal. In the second week, your mouth starts to relax. The warm-up feels familiar. Shadowing gets easier. Self-talk stops being difficult and starts being interesting. In the third week, you notice a small change. English words come to your mouth without translation sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. That is the beginning of real fluency. In the fourth week, you look forward to the routine. You miss it if you skip a day. You feel a small pride when you finish it. And that pride is a sign. The routine is now a part of who you are, not just a thing you do. After 3 months, something bigger happens. You catch yourself thinking in English without trying. You hear an English song and understand more of the words. You watch a video and follow more of the story. You speak to someone in English and they do not switch to your language. They keep going in English. because you sound comfortable enough. These are small signs, but they mean something huge is happening inside. Your brain has moved English from a foreign language you study to a second language you use. That is a real deep change, and it happened because of 20 minutes a day. After 1 year, you are somebody else in your English life. Not louder, not more perfect, just comfortable. English no longer scares you. English is now a friend. You can travel. You can work. You can watch movies without subtitles most of the time. You can have real friendships with people who do not speak your language. You can dream in English sometimes. All this from 20 small minutes a day, 20 minutes a day for 1 year, is where the whole miracle lives. And it is not a miracle at all. It is just what happens when you speak every day without stopping. That is my whole belief about English. Fluency is not for the talented. Fluency is for the consistent, and you can be consistent. You are here at the end of a long video, still listening, still learning. That already proves you have what it takes. Now my comment task for you. In the comments, write one sentence in English right now. Not a long sentence, just one. Tell me, what time tomorrow will you start your first 20-minute routine? 7 in the morning, 9 at night, anytime. Just write it in English in the comments. Because when you write it, it becomes real, and other learners will see your comment and they will feel less alone. And I will see your comment too, and I will be quietly proud of you. If this video helped you today, please give it a like. It truly helps this small channel grow. And subscribe to Bookish English and turn on the bell, because every week we work on your English together. Vocabulary, phrases, listening, speaking, stories, routines, all in easy English. All small, honest steps. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. This is a long video, and long videos are difficult to finish. But you did. That same energy, the energy of staying with something to the end, is exactly the energy you need for the daily routine. Trust it. It is already inside you. Let me leave you with 3 final small thoughts from my heart to yours. First, progress in English is not always visible day by day. Some days, you will feel like you are getting better. Other days, you will feel like you are not moving. Both feelings can be wrong. The truth is, English learning is like watering a plant. You water every day, and for many days you see no change. And then, one morning, you see a new leaf. Not because of that morning's water, because of all the small waterings together. So do not judge your progress on a single day. Judge it on the direction of the whole month and the whole year. If you did the routine most days, you are growing, even if you cannot feel it. Trust the water. Second, English is not feel. The goal is what English gives you. New friends across the world, better jobs, understanding movies, songs, books that you love, the freedom to travel and be understood, the confidence to speak up in a meeting, the joy of a good conversation with a stranger who does not speak your language. English is only a small key, but that small key opens huge doors. When the routine feels boring, remember the doors, not the key. Third, you are not alone. There are millions of people right now, in this exact moment, doing what you are doing, trying to speak a new language, feeling shy, feeling brave, feeling silly, feeling proud. Some of them are watching this video at the same time as you in another country, in another language, in another kind of life. You share something real with them even if you never meet. And every day you do your 20 minutes, you are quietly part of a bigger, warmer, worldwide family of learners. That family is invisible, but it is real, and you belong in it. Remember, 20 minutes a day is not a small thing. 20 minutes a day is the whole road to fluent English. It looks small in one day. It becomes huge over 1 year. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you. Speak English every day, even when nobody is listening. Because you are listening. And that is enough. And I will see you very soon in the next lesson. Goodbye, my friend. And good luck with your first 20 minutes tomorrow, and every 20 minutes after that. I truly, quietly, warmly believe you will do it.